All right, today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take just one single, really powerful headline and completely pull it apart to see the huge story it's telling in just a few words. Let's get right into it.
Okay, here it is. The $44 trillion treasure hidden under ice. I mean, wow, this is what we're working with today. It's so dramatic, right? Super intriguing. And believe me, it is absolutely packed with meaning. This isn't just some random title. No, this is a declaration.
So that's the big question, isn't it? What story is really being told here? What signals are they trying to send with words like these? That's what we're going to do. We're going to break it down piece by piece and really uncover the bigger picture hidden inside.
All right, let's start taking this thing apart. You got to understand every single word here was chosen for a reason, right? For maximum impact. It's all carefully crafted to just grab you. And the whole thing really kicks off with that absolutely staggering number.
See, a headline like this, it does more than just give you information. It's a signal. It's basically shouting that there's this monumental change coming, right on the horizon. It's designed to make you stop, read it again, and think, whoa, the world might be about to change in a big way. So let's zero in on that number first. $44 trillion. It's a scale that's, well, it's almost impossible to wrap your head around. And that's the point. It's the anchor for this entire massive claim. I mean, just look at all those zeros. It's kind of absurd. To try and put that into perspective for a second, that's more than the combined annual economic output of Japan, Germany, India, and the UK, all together. So we're not just talking about, a new market opening up. We're talking about a sum of money that could literally reshape entire economies.
And here's the crucial point. A number that big suggests something huge is happening. A fundamental shift in global wealth. It's about unlocking a massive amount of value. We're talking vast reserves of oil, gas, precious minerals on a scale that we almost never see.
Which, leads to the really obvious question, doesn't it? If there's $44 trillion worth of stuff just sitting out there, how is it possible that we're only just hearing about it now? Well, the answer is right there in the next couple of words of the headline. Okay, so let's look at this next phrase, under the ice. It's such a powerful image, isn't it? And it's not just poetic, it refers to a very real, very specific place, the Arctic. But it's more than just a location on a map. It's really describing a condition.
When you say something is under the ice, what you're really implying is that this wealth isn't some brand new discovery. Nope, it's been there all along. It's just been locked away, sealed off, completely and totally out of our reach.
For the longest time, the Arctic ice was an absolute, non-negotiable barrier. Think of it as the ultimate locked door. It wasn't just about the physical challenge of the ice itself, but all the technological and economic barriers that made getting to these resources, well, impossible. Until now.
And that's the real kicker. The fact that this headline even exists, that is the story. It's a quiet little announcement to the world that the barrier is breaking down. The ice is melting. What was once completely inaccessible is now suddenly within our grasp. The entire game is changing. Okay, so this brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. And honestly, it might be the most revealing part of the whole headline. It's the choice of one specific word. Notice it doesn't say resources or minerals or deposits. It says treasure. And that one word changes everything. Just think about that word for a second. Treasure. What does that bring to mind, right? It's pirates, buried chests, hidden maps. It's a grand prize. A treasure is something you find, something you claim, something you win. It's not something you just, manage with spreadsheets and logistics. And when you compare the two side by side, it becomes crystal clear. Resources is a boring logistical term. Treasure, on the other hand, is all about competition. By choosing that specific word, the headline is framing this whole situation not as some careful economic plan, but as a wild global gold rush, a race with massive geopolitical stakes. I mean, it's a tale as old as time, right? When a massive, unclaimed treasure is suddenly revealed to the world, what happens next? It never leads to everyone sitting down and cooperating nicely. No way. It leads to a frantic, high-stakes race to see who can get there first and grab the biggest piece of the prize. Okay. So let's put all these pieces back together. We've looked at the insane number, we've looked at the location and what it means, and we've looked at the very specific language being used. Now we can finally see the complete story this one little sentence is trying to tell us. So here's the bottom line. An absolutely immense $44 trillion prize has just been dropped onto the world stage. A part of the world that was totally closed off is now opening up. The language they're using frames it as a winner-take-all prize. And maybe the most important part? This change isn't some far-off future thing. It's happening right now. The starting gun for this global race has just been fired.
And really, that's the big takeaway from all this. The source, this headline, it's screaming about a $44 trillion prize. But the real question, the one it doesn't answer, is at what cost? Because getting to a treasure that was locked away under ice for a reason, well, that's going to have massive consequences for the environment, for global politics, for everything. The headline tells us what can be gained, but it leaves it up to us to ask the much harder question: at what cost?